Hey everyone, here's a weekly reading for you for this upcoming week, giving you a little bit of insight on how this week might go for you. Shuffling the cards real well to get an accurate reading for you. And while you're watching, just start thinking about what you think this week might bring for you. Maybe you're about to head to school, or maybe work. You might be heading into some tough meetings or exams. Let's see what we have for you. We'll cut the deck and see what we have. The Five of Pentacles. My initial feelings here are, it's not the most positive card, you could say. You might have a bit of struggle this week if it's in a work sense. Maybe a meeting or project isn't going to go your way. Maybe if you're in school, I'm feeling like you might struggle a bit this week. Maybe you'll realize that you have a lot of homework to do. Maybe, it is midterm time coming up for many people. Either way, whatever your week will be, it might not be the greatest, but not to worry. We'll see what else the cards have to say. Justice. I'm feeling like, sure, maybe the first few days of the week aren't going to be too great. You might go through some struggles, but it's all right because it's going to bring you some clarity and some sort of reckoning with the situation. You'll feel like finally justice is to be had in the sense of school. My first thought here was group projects. Nobody likes group projects. People always, there's always a few people who don't do enough work. Maybe only 2 people out of the group of 5 are the ones who are actually holding this all together. But it's okay because maybe finally your not so great teammates will, get in trouble. Not to say get in trouble because we're all adults here. But maybe your professor or your teacher will finally realize that you are the one doing all the work in this project. Or in a work sense, maybe you have that coworker who always manages to somehow put their work onto you. And, at the beginning of the week, you might get into your office or to your computer if you work from home, and you're going to realize how much work that your coworker maybe didn't do over the weekend or didn't finish last week like they were supposed to. But you know what? Maybe your boss is finally going to realize that you were the one keeping the department together and that your coworker needs to be watched a little bit more, or maybe even talked to and let them know that they need to step it up. Ooh, Ace of Wands. I feel like after, you're going to have maybe a difficult Monday or Tuesday with these kind of interpersonal situations you've got here. But then middle of the week, maybe this situation here with your not so great coworker or project member, classmate, whoever, some good will come out of it because you're gonna start a new path, like a new idea of how to actually go about your project or assignment or work, project, email, whatever you're working on. Something's going to change and we're going to kind of go on a new path. again, a new path for you. In this sense, the wands kind of represent, ideas and like you could say like a spark of a new endeavor you might be on, whereas cups represent emotions and relationships. So yeah, you're gonna have like I said, beginning of the week is gonna be a little weird for you, and then you're gonna start anew. You're gonna have you're gonna change your way of working together, and it's gonna bring up some emotions for you, which makes sense. I mean, look at this first card. That doesn't look very fun, does it? But you'll be able to kind of move forward, and it might bring up some feelings of stress, or you maybe will be overwhelmed, but I feel like at the end of this is, I'm feeling good with this spread. This is going to tell you that, this week's going to be okay. The first few days are going to be a little weird, and then you're going to go through some transition. But you know what? By the end of the week, you're going to be okay. It's going to all finally make sense, and you're going to be ready for next week to actually implement whatever this new system, new plan, whatever. You're going to be ready for that. So to summarize for this week, at the beginning, it might be a little stressful for you interpersonally, but once you get through that, you're gonna move forward into a new way of thinking and feeling, and it might be a little bit stressful or emotional, but don't worry. The end of the week's gonna be okay, and you'll be ready for next week. Thank you for listening.